1997, 60 Minutes did an interview with a then very, very young Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos, if you don't know, is a gentleman who started the multi-trillion-dollar company now known as Amazon.com at that point in time. In this 1997 interview on 60 Minutes, Jeff Bezos was driving a Honda Civic. Welcome to Peter Lloyd, World of Wealth, where what we do is we break wealth down into its simplest form. Our job here is to create financial freedom and hopefully eventually wealth. How can looking broke help you to become wealthy? 1. Money's spent on trying to look wealthy when you are not, or trying to look rich when you are not, or trying to look financially free when you are not, is money wasted. There's something we're taught in economics called opportunity cost. Now let me break down that. What it really means is that every decision you make to do one thing has cost you the opportunity to do other things. To look wealthy, meaning to drive a very, very nice car, to spend a lot of money on designer stuff, massive vacations. To look wealthy in today's world is a very expensive process. It means that you have to take money that could be invested, grown, saved to maintain that lifestyle. So the first obvious thing is, it's not rocket science. It's living below your means. And really that's what we're discussing. We're discussing living below your means. Now, I understand that innately, instinctively, we have been taught that to be wealthy, you have to look wealthy. I'm telling you that the people I've met who are wealthy, you would never know. Like, you would never know. Because how they perceive money is a little different from how you and I perceive money. Their thing is, every dollar I have, its job is to create other dollars. Its job is to go out there and conquer other dollars and bring it back to me. So instead of spending $300 on a shirt that will look good for a few, I'll get an emotional high, I'll get some stimulus off of that. But in 3 weeks, it will just be another shirt. And I might have to go buy another $300 shirt to feel good again. They would take the $300 and invest it in a high quality company, stocks for instance. So they'd buy a company that has great cash flow, very little overhead, dominant in its particular, I guess in its area, and has a great financial moat. Meaning it can survive most things. In other words, instead of taking $300 to buy a shirt, the $300 would have been invested in a stock that would grow over time. 2. Looking wealthy often attracts the wrong kind of people. You become a target. You become a target simply because if people think you have money, they're going to be asking you for money consistently, or they might want to take the money that they think you have. If people think you have money, they find every way to help you spend it. Every way. So let's say you come into some money and you go and you buy a brand new BMW. Before, you were driving something very ordinary, or you were taking public transportation. The minute you buy that brand new BMW, it comes with other problems. 1, you're going to have to buy the clothes that fits the brand new BMW, the shoes, the jewelry. You're going to have to play the part, you're going to have to look the part. But the other challenge that comes is that people are going to start looking at you now and saying, wow, Bobby has some money. I needed $30,000 to do something, or I need 10. Hey Bobby, I see you have a BMW. It means you have money. Could you loan me the 10,000, the 5,000, the 30,000? It means that you start attracting sometimes the wrong types of person. The third thing is the stress of living up to looking rich, looking wealthy. It's a lot of stress. The person who goes out and buys a 5 or 6 bedroom house with huge large land space has to maintain that house. I mean, that's just a fact. It's not cheap to maintain a house like that. You have to be bringing in coin. And just having to look the part and stay within that part becomes very stressful, because in most instances people are living above their means or just within their means. So if they're making $5,000 a month, they're actually living at $5,000 a month, which must be terrifying. So it must be the stress of doing that, as against just looking ordinary. Now, I am going to say this very, very directly. I can understand a younger person, male or female, saying to me, yeah, you can say that, you're good. Because I also understand, particularly for young men, that you want to attract a woman or women, depending on, your goals, who you think are, I don't know, I guess match your idea of ideal. So you think that you have to look a particular way to attract these women. And maybe in some instances that's true, but I challenge you that if that's the case, if those are the women that you're attracting, in other words, if the only women you can attract are women who need you to look a particular way or to live at a certain level, I am going to say to you that male or female, whether it's, whoever that person you're trying to attract is, if that's the person, then you made a horrendous miscalculation. First miscalculation is that you don't want nobody like that around you. That's a problem. That's a problem within itself. And in my years of experience, I found that the partner that really cares, they don't want you to waste your money. If you meet someone and they just want you to blow through every cent that you have, that is the wrong person. Run, screaming in the next direction. But I understand the pressures of society, but what I'm offering you here is something very straightforward. I'm simply saying to you that if you're willing to live modestly, live below your means, it simply means that the money that you save in that process can A, create a financial moat, an emergency fund, so that if there's a problem you can handle it. But even more importantly, you'll now have money to invest, and that investment will grow. That's really important. I think the real problem here is unlearning what we have been taught. The truth is, we've been taught that looking wealthy is about being flashy. It's about the nice car, the nice house, the nice clothes, the designer clothing, the designer shoes, the bags. It's about living loud, living out. And what's made it even worse is social media. I mean, I look at TikTok and Instagram sometimes and I'm like, wow. Because, people are showing you moments in time, and in many instances, those moments are not even accurate. So I can't imagine the stress. Now, I've been fortunate. I've never really cared what people thought. I know that's weird. As I've gotten even older, it's gotten worse. Because I've come to realize that, I have one life and I have to live that life for me. I can't live my life trying to impress other people, because that's a waste of time. But I think the primary thing that we have to do in some way, somehow, is unlearn all the stuff that we have learned. And that's going to be hard. But it's one of the reasons why I want you to keep coming back to the channel here, Peter Lloyd World of Wealth. It's because what I'm going to try to do is break this down, how to achieve financial freedom in the most simplistic, uncomplicated ways. And I'm going to be doing it while I'm doing other activities. I'm normally very busy, so I'm trying to find the best time to do these things, and it's whenever I have an opportunity. Keep coming back to the channel, and we're going to keep talking about this. So the next time we talk, we're going to talk about unlearning all the falsehoods that we have been taught about money. The love of money is the root of all evil. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know how true that is. I honestly don't even believe that. Money changes people. In my experience, money exposes who you were. So if you were an a-hole before, you're just going to be an a-hole with money. people who are wealthy are evil. I have no proof of that. I know a lot of people who are very wealthy who are not evil, and I know a lot of people who are broke who are definitely evil. So, I mean, we've just been taught a lot of stuff, and I think it's a conflict. It's one of the reasons why we have so much problems trying to achieve financial freedom. Not even wealth, just being able to go financially. Because we have all these conflicting ideas of what wealth is, and they're really conflicting ideas. They often make no sense. Look, people, money is simply a tool. There's no limit to money because in most instances governments can print it. There is more than enough money out there. So if I have a little money, it doesn't mean that you can't have money. Those are things that are learned behaviors that we have to get rid of. But today, what I'm saying to you is this. Looking as if you're broke will actually help you towards financial wealth, simply because if you look broke, it means you're living below your means. It means that you are saving money. It means that that money can simply be invested, and that money over time can grow. The truth is, wealth creation is silent, it can't be seen, and it's boring as heck. It's it's not like when the people come to you on YouTube and say, hey, follow me and I can make you rich in a month. Run. Nonsense. Absolute nonsense. It won't work. Like anything else in life, it's like if you love coconut and you plant a coconut tree in your yard. If you have a yard, it's going to take a while before you can get a coconut from that coconut tree. It's going to take time to grow. And that's the same thing with wealth creation. It's the same thing with financial freedom. It takes time. Anything you're going to do in life that's worth it, good relationship, whatever, it's going to take some time. We have to unlearn this nonsense. There's more than enough for everyone out there. What you need to do, what we need to do, are learn. We need to learn the mechanics. We need to learn the rules. We need to be as unemotional in our decisions, and we need to inform ourselves about how to create wealth. So, thank you for making a Peter Lloyd World of Wealth. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, hit the like button, leave your comments below, and I'll talk to you in the next